I wanted to share a little bit of what's going on this week because I got, I think, five cars here right now that all have power adders, and it's just cool. So I got this one right here is a little EJ Coupe LS VTEC turbo. I'm gonna be tuning this on BM Tune, and it's got a little 57 trim eBay turbo. We're gonna be shooting for 300 wheel horse, so we'll see how much that takes. I'll get some video of this going on shortly. So stay tuned for that. Cool little build. It looks like it's well done, so should be. I gotta do a pump and a map sensor. That's all I gotta do. Then we can start turning the wick up on this thing. Little Camaro 6-liter forged rods and pistons, billet S478 on 93 pump gas with meth injection with a turbo 400 trans. Did a little street tuning in this yesterday. First time the car's been down the road since I built the turbo kit for it. Ran a little hot, didn't overheat so to speak, but it just liked to be around 210, 220 degrees. So we're gonna get a different water pump and jam a turbo blanket on here because the pump clearance is, let's see if I can show you. I mean, it is super close. So we'll get that smaller pulley, we'll be able to have enough room to put a blanket on there. Give that a shot, see what happens with that. Next one we got is Zach Martin's little Volkswagen here. This thing is a total freak show race car. I think this is a 72 millimeter turbo on this, and he's on the hunt for 8s. VR6. This is a car I built a little bumper for a couple months ago. I'll show you that under the engine stand here. This thing is rad. And then of course we got the little Civic build going on. Waiting on an oil pan gasket, and I don't know, just a couple things. I got the pan on there with the drain line hooked up now. So once I get that pan gasket on there, pretty much got a complete long block. I just got to put some hardware on here, do the dump tube, and then I won't be far off from putting that in the car. I'm getting some tuning done on that. There's the little project car right there, looking cute. And Duncan, looking cute. And over here, we got a little TJ Wrangler with some crazy stance. I don't know what's going on with that. Vortex supercharged LS swapped. I think the trans in this is a turbo 350. So that'd probably be a little bit of a weak link, but we'll just find out, I guess. But this is here. I'm going to be tuning this too. It's got a base map of mine in it, and he's been flogging it, and it's been running real good. I guess the only thing is that it kind of gets a high idle when it gets warm, and he said it's got a little bit of a lean bog when you first tip in. So I'm gonna check that out on HP Tuners. This thing's all tube chassis, total nut job car. Anyways, looks like something you'd see in a Hot Wheels package or something. And then back here, I gotta give you guys a little. I'll have to do a video on my Dodge. This thing is just a beast. I bought it last year. Didn't run, didn't stop, couldn't do anything, and we just drove it. I don't know, a few months ago up 3 hours one way to Acadia National Park and spent the night in the Cap. That was pretty cool. And then we got this 95 1500 two-wheel drive. It's a 408 stroker forged motor with an 88 millimeter on-3 turbo, and this thing came to me. I had to build this dump tube, and it wouldn't run. It had this crazy tune in it. It looked like, I think they said it was on an engine dyno, and it made 1100 horse. but it had a 9th injector in the intake, which isn't on here now. So the tune was like, it had this crazy cliff like of fuel dropping off, because I think they must have had some gnarly injector coming in at when boost would come in. I don't know, it's crazy. So, and it was on ethanol fuel, so I made a little base for it, and it's running on just 93 right now, but we're gonna do a 110 octane like avgas tune in this soon. Well, not too soon. I think I got it to the point where he can idle it around the shop and stuff when he gets it back, because he's gonna back half it. So the bed's coming off. He's getting a bunch of chassis work after this, so it's getting picked up this week. So got a couple GM LS V8s under the tarp there. Man, I'd like to swap the Dodge. That would be nice. That thing is big 360 carb mess. I think that's it, you guys. I got just some cool stuff going on. Lots of power adder, lots of force induction, lots of tuning, lots of learning. So stay tuned, and I'll keep the footage coming for you guys. Keep the content up, right? Look at that thing. Bam. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.